Hello everybody, I hope you're all safe and well, and I'm sorry it's been a little while since my last video. I've been trying to come up with an idea of something that we can do the next time we all manage to get together on a live stream, technology and other things permitting. And I came up with the idea of word games. So I'd like to say to you all, welcome back to Mew Mew's Muse, which is still going just about. And please do check, because apparently 40% of my subscribers have unsubscribed recently, and I seem to have been unsubscribing to everybody else. So if you get a chance, please check to make sure that you are still subscribed for notifications and as such. I will be very grateful for that. And just to remind the powers that be, this is a free channel for fun and social networking, so please check the description box below. And this is my disclaimer, which I won't read out to you all because I'm sure you know why I'm putting this in, but I'm just doing it just to dot all the I's and cross the T's. Please check the description box. So, what games can we play at home? What can we do on the games topic? Board games. Well, of course, we can't really play. Board games, because that would be a bit difficult while we're all on lockdown. I like jigsaws, but well, that's no good. And of course, Lego. I'd love to do this one, which I spotted on boardpanda.com. I've left a link for you all below. And headbands. Now, headbands we could do. I think we could come up with a live version of headbands. I played this once with a lady and her 6-year-old daughter when I was stuck all night in Caracas airport waiting to try and get a connection flight, and it was great fun. So word games I think might be a bit of fun. So word games that describe what we might have been doing during lockdown. And I thought about all the things that we might have been up to over the past few weeks, like cleaning and cooking, of course, singing and playing. I know some of us have been doing that. Benny Loco for one. And weeding and pruning. Well, I've done a lot of that. Gaming and streaming. And of course, blogging and tweeting. I'm sure a lot of you have been doing that, but I don't do that. Laughing and crying, well, yes. Knitting and sewing, perhaps. And reading and surfing, doing research, and tidying and finding, chatting and posting. And if you're anything like me, doing a lot of muttering and cursing. So what words might be associated with word games? Well, I remember one many years ago, which was on the TV, called Family Fortunes, I think, where they did a survey and then they decided which answers had the most points, basically from the survey that they'd carried out. So words associated with word games could be crossword, which would get 50 points, Scrabble, which might get 25 points, hangman, 19 points, animal and vegetable, that's a great game, I like that one, 8 points, and someone might say something like game show, which would get 0 points, and the compare would say, and our survey said. And then, of course, they would get a big X if there was 0 points. So Family Fortunes, there was one in the US called well, this is another feud that I've been having over the past week, but I think it was called Family Feud, if I'm allowed to say that. And what I did was I put a tiny clip in this video to share with you all, and YouTube decided to block my entire video in 5 countries. So what I've done is I've just deleted the whole lot and went back to the drawing board. I was a bit peeved because I thought it was rather funny, and I have still left the link in the description box for you all to follow, not wanting to be mean. But you know, as far as I'm concerned, I said. So, here's Family Fortunes. This is a very old clip that I managed to find from one of my friends, AJ, which I hope you're going to enjoy.
Just 100 people to name a famous Arthur. Kenny.
Shakespeare.
Arthur Shakespeare. Name a famous robber. Joe.
Cops.
People to name something you wouldn't try even once. Matthew.
Sex on a train.
Sex on a train. No! Funnily enough, our survey people didn't come up with that one.
A slang word for money. Eva.
Bitch.
Pardon? Bitch? What's a bitch for money? No, not mummy.
Oh.
Money.
Name something a dentist says. Rob.
Just a small prick.
People to name something your car can have 2 of. Paula.
Wheels.
Isn't that called a bike? There's something people have more than 2 of on their body. Eddie.
Arms.
More than 2 arms you've got, have you, Eddie? Something that comes in 7s. Caroline.
Fingers.
A part of the body everybody has only 1 of. Sarah.
Big toe.
Any part of the body beginning with the letter N.
Knee.
Name a place where you would keep a pen. Marie.
Zoo.
You want to write something, so you're going to go down to the zoo to get your pen. People to name something you associate with the sea.
Ron.
Deck chairs.
Let's see. There she goes, that deck chair. One wants to see a deck chair. Isn't that so, Pat? Coffin. Coffee. 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 A coffin. Yeah. Oh, I see a burial at sea, you mean, Pat, yeah? Oh, you're thinking of the letter C. Yeah. S-E-A, I meant.
The girl should know about a man before she marries him. You just got it, Lynn. What would you say?
His name.
His what?
Name.
His name. Yeah, well, yeah. His name, yeah. It'd be lovely, wouldn't it?
So I think you get the idea. What I'm trying to come up with is something that we can all do when we do the next StreamYard. For those of you that want to do something a little bit more intellectual, there is something that I remember some of the UK listeners might remember, which was called Mastermind, which was chaired by Magnus Magnusson, and I managed to find an absolute classic clip.
Hello and welcome to the final heat of Mastermind, the end of our quest to find the mastermind of the United Kingdom and the end of a long intellectual trail for our two finalists. As usual, the rules are perfectly straightforward. Anyone who cannot answer a question may pass, and then I go right on to the next question. The contestant with the fewest number of passes and the highest number of correct answers will be Mastermind 1974. And now let's get right down to business, and may we have the first contestant, please. Your name, please.
Annie Wise, Harrow University, Professor of English Literature.
Professor Wise, the final round, as always, is on general knowledge. And you have 1 minute on general knowledge questions starting now. What is the wheel arrangement of a prairie locomotive?
262.
Correct. When The Ring was given its first performance at Covent Garden in 1892, who was the conductor?
Marlowe.
Correct. Charles Dodgson wrote a famous book. What is the name of the book and his pen name?
Alice in Wonderland, Lewis Carroll.
Correct. Who wrote Old Meg, She Was a Gypsy?
Keats.
Correct. Noel Coward's play, Still Life, was made into a film under the title...
Brief Encounter.
Correct. Sergeant Troy is a character in a novel...
Far From the Madding Crowd.
Correct, by Thomas Hardy. They do say...
Edward Heath.
Correct. In 1954...
Roger Bannister.
Correct. Under a law dating back
William
to the year...
Pitt.
Correct. It was said of this
Capability
man...
Brown.
Correct. And that brings us to the end of your round, Professor Wise. And if we look at the scoreboard, we see that you have scored...
Maximum 10 points.
Yes.
I thought I would.
Thank you, Professor Wise. May we have the next contestant, please?
Some easy questions here, sure there, didn't he?
Maximum points.
Tell, look, he stabs in the dark. Excellent.
You watch this. Next contestant, please. And your name, please?
Eric Morecambe, Milverton Street School, infants.
Malcolm, the final round, as with your fellow finalist, is on general knowledge. Your general knowledge questions start now. Can you finish the following? Little Bo Peep has lost her...
Cardigan.
No, has lost her sheep.
And what is a cardigan made from, sir?
Wool.
And do we get wool from sheep?
Yes, that's correct.
Thank you, that's one for me, please.
Please remain seated, Professor Wise.
He's not allowed to object, is he, sir?
Correct.
That's another one for me. Put it up.
Well, he's just got too much and he hasn't answered the question right yet, Mr.
Professor
McNamara.
Wise, please try to remember where you are. Now, Mr. Morecambe, here is your next question. Who won the FA Cup in 1930?
Arsenal!
Correct, Arsenal.
Wait a minute, that was an accident. That's all wrong. That was a flagrant disregard of the rules.
Professor Wise, please, as chairman, I'm the person who decides whether the rules are being disregarded or not. This
Right.
contest will be conducted in a seemly and a proper manner.
This isn't a bingo hall, is it, sir?
Too right.
Too right, that's 5 altogether. Pull them up.
Please, I object.
One more outburst, Professor Wise, and I may be forced to disqualify you. Now, your next question, Mr. Morecambe. Can you tell me the name of Shylock's wife?
Mrs. Shylock.
Wait a minute, that wasn't her name.
It must be Mrs. Shylock. If he's Mr. Shylock, that must be...
But Mr. McNamara didn't mean that.
But technically, he is correct.
Correct. Put another one up for me.
All right, let's go on to the next question. In which coach does a queen travel when she opens Parliament?
The one used by the reigning monarch for the opening of Parliament.
No, it's the Irish state coach.
Yes, but is that, sir, or is it not the one used by the reigning monarch for the opening of Parliament?
Yes, that's correct.
That's another one. Put it up.
Well, he didn't answer that question correctly. When
But he did say that it was a coach used by the reigning monarch, and I really must accept that.
Yeah, but if he doesn't know the right answer, he should say pass.
Professor Wise, I really must ask you for the last time to try to contain yourself. A man in your position ought to know better. Where did you say you taught?
Harrow University.
Did he say Harrow University?
That's correct.
That's another one. Put it up.
Your next question on general knowledge. Mr. Morecambe?
Correct. Put that one up as well.
He didn't answer that correctly either. He's got 9 marks. He should have said pass. He didn't know the answer.
Yes, I take that point. Now look, Mr. Morecambe, I think that I must remind you that if you don't know the answer to a particular question, you must say pass.
I fully understand. Next question, please.
Are you quite sure that you understand the rule?
Oh, yes. If I don't know the answer, I say pass.
Correct.
I say, pull another one up.
Wait a minute, what sort of a game do you call this? Hard questions you asked me and I gave you proper answers.
Listen, you got a mark every time he said correct. I should get a mark every time he says correct.
Will you please return to your seat, Professor
Yeah, but he's
Wise?
level with me now. He's level with me and he hasn't even answered the question correctly.
But there's still one to go.
The decider.
Well, let's play by the rules, shall we?
Professor Wise, for the last time, will you please return to your seat?
This is a rotten game.
Now, Mr. Morton, because this is the final question, the question that will decide who is to be Mastermind of 1974, I must ask you once and for all to obey the rules and give a proper answer.
Ready when you are, Polly?
Now, you do understand that if you cannot answer the question, you must say pass.
I fully understand.
All right, here's the deciding question, and it's on geography. It descends from Landi Kotal through Shinwaki territory to Landi Khani. It is the most important route from Afghanistan into Pakistan. It's the Khyber what?
Pass.
The Khyber Pass, correct. Mr. Morton, you are Mastermind 1974.
Wait a minute, this isn't fair. This isn't right. It's what Mr. McManus. I'll never watch you wrestle again.
Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Classic. And thanks to Andy Quick. Please check out his channel in the description box below. He's got lots of classic UK comedy which can still be enjoyed to this day. So how about a riddle game? What is it? Something that you can keep. It passes by as you sleep. You can lose it like Bo Peep's sheep. It travels the universe so deep. You can mark it as it's raced. It saves and describes haste. You can make it or just waste. It's how music speed is paced. You can buy it but never sell. It follows in, on and at as well. You can even do it in a cell. It announces dinner with a bell. You can take it and share it. It's a piece that you wear, so you can use it anywhere. It's priceless to those who care. Answers in the description comments, please. Perhaps we could play catchphrase, if any of you remember catchphrase.
There's the bonus, Sean. £290. Please take a square. On the right. 5 seconds. Here we go. £290. What do you think it is?
Tip the waiter.
You're not right. Marita's back in play. Here's a catchphrase. Come on, Marita. Come on, Sean. You got to buzz in. There it comes. Marita.
Keen as mustard.
You're right. £280 in the bonus, Marita. Can you solve it? Here we go. Marita.
Song and dance man.
Song and dance man's good. It's not the one. Sean. It's another one. Sean. Sorry, Marita.
Long story.
Long story's good. It's not the one. Keep pressing. Marita.
Cut the story short.
Press again and tell the question. Sean.
To cut a long story short.
Cut a long story short. That's the one we want. Here comes the bonus. Sean, you're going to have to speak or we'll run out of time.
I've no idea, sorry.
You've no idea. You don't. Well, that signal means we've run out of time. Take a look at the score. Marita's got £235. Sean's got £1,295. ladies and gentlemen, I have £260 in the bonus bank. Has got to be won. I'm going to wipe the board. The first person with the right answer wins £260. Watch your screens. Concentrate. Here we go.
Snake charmer.
So I hope you enjoyed my video, and my idea for our game, which can be a combination of things. I'm looking for your ideas. I'm going to call it Family Faux Pas. Please let me know in the description and comments below. And thank you all for watching and visiting Muse again. And I hope that we can all get together on a live stream very soon. Bye. Bye.